everybody, to another episode of Dungeons and Dumbness. A campaign canonically about 47-year-olds because, time skipping stuff. Welcome back, dear listeners. To those of you who have tuned in last week to our last episode.
Yo, what are you doing? You're spoiling it for people who haven't listened to the other episodes.
Oh, yes, how could I? Go listen to the previous episode. For those of you who did listen last week, good job. We're proud of you.
You get a
Those
good
are
boy
head pats for you.
point.
Good job. Real proud of you guys.
Have a cookie.
For those of you who didn't listen to last week's episode,
Remove
just
one
forget
cookie.
what I said and go listen to the last episode. You got it. Go listen to episode 5.
Yeah, you got it. Go listen to that.
Can you guys believe we're on episode 6 already?
No way, we're not on episode 6. What are you talking about?
This is crazy.
Wake
I
me
don't know
up
what
when
I'm
we're on episode 69.
Wake me up when September ends.
Alright.
That's a good reference.
Thank you.
That's a Green Day.
Yes, it is Green Day.
I'm so knowledgeable.
Very good job.
I know everything in the world at every single time. Anyways, continue with your intro.
I'm an intro. We can go into character fun facts.
Alright.
You don't have to do the 5 seconds cut. We can just let the scenes blend naturally.
I
am Gabbo, played by Nick, one and only. Hi everybody, I'm playing Gabbo today. I'm my silly little goblin guy who I absolutely love. I got major buffs with their most recent level ups, which is amazing. He's very silly, he's very thievery, he's very stupid. He loves to do silly little things. Little flashback for you. Open your minds, close your eyes. Remember this that happened. Instead of trying to just pull the door open, he tried to, what's the word called? Drop kick the door open. That's right. He's that silly. If you don't remember that,
it was a bookshelf.
it was the same thing. It's a door. It moves. It opens. You know what? Just for that, I'm not doing a fun fact. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do a fun fact.
evil fact.
Evil fact? You want an evil fact?
Yeah.
All right. Do you know how many people Gabbo has killed?
At least 7.
It's more.
I said at least.
It's more. Way more. You don't know the extent of this man.
That's why I said at least.
I saw Gabbo kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil.
What? No, you didn't! And
With
then
a
we're probably cut off
goddamn
there.
pencil.
With his thumb.
I killed a man
With this thumb!
Alright, Gabbo's fun fact is he kills people. Next!
Hello, everybody. My name is Brian. I play Ellotte Mayflower. I'm a fairy fighter. I fight other people. That's about it. I'm very one-dimensional, as most fighters are.
Hey.
A fun fact about Ellotte is that he has extra attack now, and he will fight you.
It's not a fun fact.
It's gonna be fun for me.
That's true.
It's fun for you, and it's a fact. Approved.
Okay.
Fun fact!
Alright, that's the fun fact. Okay then.
Fun fact, Elliot is not affected by the difference in time, or at least he's oblivious to it, since they time traveled in last episode.
Hey!
I feel like at this point, if they haven't paused the episode and gone back, they're just screwing themselves over. They should go
Well,
back.
they
and
could
listen
be
to
foolish and have
Well,
not
they are
listened.
foolish!
Yes, you
Just
should.
like Ellotte Mayflower. because
If
he
you
lives
don't
in
go
the
and listen to
Feywild.
previous episodes right now, Ellotte Mayflower is going to get you. You're
No,
going to be one of the people he
I get
fights.
to control Ellotte
Okay,
Mayflower.
sorry, Gabbo's going to
and he already got them.
Oh, yeah, true.
Whoa!
He already got them.
Mind
so,
freak.
Anyways, have fun, people.
Alright.
Hello everybody, my name is Rani and I am playing the human Order of Scribes wizard Mindy Monad. Fun fact about Mindy, she is able to speak. Obviously common and, well, she's human, so nothing else is expected. But she can speak Goblin, which she has in previous episodes. Go watch them now on Spotify or YouTube. And also she can speak Abyssal and Infernal. So maybe she can apply those talents.
Crazy. Wild stuff.
My name's Laura. I play the now level 5 Tiefling Paladin Valentine. My fun fact, and it's actually a fun fact, not lore dump, is that she has like a lot of cool piercings on her face. Like she's got like cool like ear piercings and like a nose piercing and like an eyebrow piercing, and she's just like, she's really cool. Also, I get a horse!
You're not gonna get a job because you have facial piercings.
Alright, and for those of you who don't know me, hi, my name's George.
I don't know you. Who are you?
Oh, that's
Never met you
crazy.
before.
Well, maybe if you be
This
quiet,
isn't
listen.
even your home!
God damn it. My name is George. I'm the DM for this chaotic campaign. I am the eternal sufferer of damnation and madness, and I'm honestly having a great time. I'm happy to be here.
You're having a great time?
I'm having a great time. I know you guys will ruin it.
As the editor, I'm not having a great time. You know what this guy did to me? He put me in a locked room for 10 hours and said, you need to edit right now. We need to release this on Monday. And
This
he
is
didn't
your
give
house.
This is your house.
No, he
this
put me
isn't
in-
even my home.
No, he didn't put me in You didn't put me in my home. I never said that. I just said you locked me in somewhere and then you told me to edit for you.
You
And
liked
you did a
it.
good job, and I'm very proud of you.
You enjoyed it.
I didn't say that.
I said that.
Okay.
I was there.
Fun fact about me: I have once
You
again forgotten my dice at home. So today I get to borrow a set of dice from Gabbo. He's
Fun
given me the
fact.
cheese dice.
My name's Gabbo now?
Yes, your name is now Gabbo.
You like
are
the cheese dice? The cheese dice are good, right?
He's loaned me the
Fun
cheese
fact.
dice, and I like the cheese
I
dice.
didn't loan you them. You took them.
Because
This is
he
the
has,
same day.
They have little textures on them, and it's very satisfying for me to just.
Wait, do they? Tell us one of it right now.
He's gonna keep it.
Oh, there goes the D20.
Fun fact of the day,
I see it
viewers.
too, actually.
Have you never
This
noticed
is the same day.
Alright, we're just throwing dice around the room. I guess with
The
that,
day
let's
hasn't changed. We've
let's
recorded
dive
all
back into this
episodes
new
on the
Christmas
same
hell.
we
day.
found ourselves in.
That's so
No.
cute.
No!
So
Snake?
so sorry.
1 through 6 has all been recorded in the same day.
Alright,
for 12 hours.
as we do, that'll be our fade out. You can fade out on like the snake.
Fade out. Go. I mean,
Go. Do the introduction.
I did the fucking intro.
Okay,
No,
then-
God,
Shut
recap.
the scene.
Recap. Go.
Okay. So last episode, you guys had quite a bit in our last two episodes, actually. You had all decided to make a plan to try and escape from the hideout of the Starbrung Jackals, a criminal organization that had captured and extorted you and forced you guys to complete a mission for them against an organization known as the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild. After completing a mission for them, in which case some situations went sideways, the party had come together and made the attempt to escape. During this, they had been discovered, survived through a trial of strange creatures in poisonous gas rooms before finally facing off against the leader. The leader used a strange form of magic, and next thing they knew, they were standing before a strange demonic creature. Managing to fight it off, the party escaped, getting all of their knowledge and their wits about them before stepping outside and realizing, dun dun dun, time has passed. How much time? They don't know. Is anyone still alive? They don't know.
I'm
What
dead.
do they know? I don't know.
We know nothing. We're stupid.
MVP Paladin.
Yeah.
MVP Paladin.
What the fuck?
As we zoom in, the four of you have just stepped outside of the dark depths of the Starbrung Jackals hideout. As you look about, you see the town around you of Ravenstone has become desolate and abandoned. Buildings have been crumpled with plants growing over them as if nature is reclaiming this land back to itself. The only building that seems to have been untouched is that of the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild.
Of course.
The Guild Hall building that stands at the end of town above a raised portion looking over this small desolate town. The building looks as if it has been untouched. Nor time, nor death, darkness, nor nature has touched it, as if it looks the same as it did to what you had all been seeing as the day before. As you all...
Like that video game from whatever year it was, the day before.
That's crazy. As you all look around.
Guys, something seems off. I think they fixed that window on the guild hall.
Nothing else seems off.
The
for
guild
them.
all looks normal. I think we
Seems
have to go
pretty
there
normal.
for the quest. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
As you all begin to look around, you hear sound nor see any sign of humans or any kind of population that once was at this town. The town seems to have become completely abandoned, including the guild hideout that you had just escaped from. What would you all like to do?
Going to conveniently placed narrative device.
Could be short rest.
But what about the map? Can we examine that?
Yeah, you are more than welcome to examine the map.
Alright, I'm going to examine my copy of the map. In my
As you look towards the copy of the map of the dungeon that the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild was planning on expeditioning in towards before their plans had been interrupted. I wonder by whom. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, by us.
No, I think by those other guys.
It was by those people who murdered.
No, I take credit.
Okay.
I take credit for murder.
I killed that man. They
Which
didn't
one?
know.
Which man?
And we have that on recording. Perfect. Thank you very much.
So what's Gabbo doing?
As you
Looking at my copy of the map.
look
There we go.
towards the map, you notice the same. It looks to be a flat side view blueprint of what looks to be this dungeon that goes down about four floors or about 4 layers deep before there seems to be staircases leading towards a supposed 5th level, but you do not see any details for a 5th level. It seems as if the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild has already done some exploring of this dungeon, but not have once gone toward the 5th level. You also find on the rear side of the map a geological map, showing where in the world the dungeon is. If you were to go by foot from Ravenstone, it would be about a day's hike to get to the entrance to the dungeon.
I'm gonna pull out my thing of the black mysterious mist, black purpley blue mist, and I'm just gonna question it, like, what has happened here?
I'm gonna look at the lantern, or your
My jar.
oh, your jar. My apologies.
Did you forget that I had this?
No, I forgot what it was stored in. I couldn't remember if it was a jar or a lantern.
Jar.
All right, Nick or Gabbo?
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a religion check?
Alright.
So religion.
12.
It's a lot of religion.
Haha.
What question do you want to ask to the Dark Mist?
What has happened here?
The mist begins to meld and shape into that of a hurricane, the eye of a storm, sweeping, spinning in a clockwise formation. You see as from the top of the storm as it swirls faster and faster and faster before finally dissipating, and you see a bird's eye view of the town as you are currently looking at it.
Can I try and make like a quick drawing in my notebook of just this?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll let you have that drawing in your notebook. We're good. It
Just
doesn't-
to remember.
It'll remain long enough for you to draw for it, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
Could I spend 11 minutes to cast Lehman's Tiny Hut?
Yep, sure. Do you guys want to set up a little camp to give
Yeah.
yourselves a short rest?
Yeah.
Brian's giving me a funny look. Yes, Brian. What is it that you'd like to do?
I'm not doing anything.
You're just looking at your extra attack feature and thinking how you're going to punch anything I say.
No, I'm looking how that I get a large reduce as a fairy.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I can become a size gargantuan. Or not gargantuan, but like
Huge.
Huge, yeah.
Mhm.
Above large.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing a short rest?
If you guys would like to do a short rest, Mindy, as you focus on your spell, you cast it out, but something about the spell seems different. Normally it just kind of forms a small tiny hut. As you spawn this magic and you form it, it takes place of your cottage.
Oh.
Baba Yaga.
As you look in front of you, you see that your cottage, the cauldron that was still brewing with the potion before you went to the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild, before all of these events happened,
Uh-huh.
still bubbling away. You see Seamus still sitting in his bird cage, looking at you. As he goes,
Seamus, what?
and he flaps out of the window, cuddling up next to you, nuzzling his head into your neck.
Aw, buddy. What,
I'm disappointed.
no idea why you're here, but that is great. How are you doing, pal? I pet Seamus.
Seamus will remember that.
No.
Your iPad.
Where's his long owl beard that he got from decades of being an owl?
Well, apparently.
I'm sad.
You're sad. My poor owl doesn't have a beard. Maybe. Maybe we can...
Look at this.
I do a minor illusion to give him a beard. There you go.
As you enter into your hut, you enter in. It's your normal house. Everything seems perfectly normal about it. Nothing has been aged or changed. It looks the same as the day you left.
Hell yeah.
Nice pad you got here. I say walking.
Yeah, welcome. I mean...
Do you take your shoes off?
I'm flying.
Oh, fair enough.
Your shoes just come off automatically.
My shoes.
So if you would all like, you can all take a quick rest in here. Take a short rest. Use your hit die.
I love resting.
For those of you who don't know, as it was said in the character fun facts, between episodes we did level up after defeating the Jackal in the Stars-Sprung Jackal's hideout. So good job, everyone. You are now level 5.
Good job.
Okay.
If you guys also wanted to, you could also just take a long rest if you wanted to do that instead. If you wanted to like truly give yourselves time.
Yeah, sure.
To heal up, bandage up your wounds. I'm just going to go down one at a time and describe your physical damages that we took over the last couple of sessions.
But are we just doing long rest? Are we just doing long rest
if
then?
You want to just do a long rest.
Because it is 8 hours, so yeah, we can just do that. Dope.
While your HP is fully healed, Mindy, in your shoulder, you note the wound that you had received from your bite has closed, but a scar that seems to be permanently disfigured upon you. No matter what you do, your magic or nothing, it is still like bleeding and is still healing itself, but it seems to be a permanent disfigurement on you.
Just like black lines and stuff on my shoulder.
Just on your shoulder where the bite mark is, and like a little bit going out from that, but not too bad.
Does it look like lightning bolts or something like that? Sort of arcing.
Just rot, as if the skin around you had begun to rot, but then stopped.
I see. I draw a cool little tattoo around it.
Very nice, Ellotte. Same with you on your arm. Your arm is now wounded, as well as between all of the damage you had taken, between everything, you are going to have a pretty significant wound on your torso. So you, on this long rest, are going to not recover 4 HP.
So I am at 40 instead of 44.
Please mark that you do have a wound on your chest.
Alright. I am wounded on my chest.
Oh no!
Gabbo, similarly, when you had been fighting Chalk, you had taken a pretty severe hit to your back.
Yeah.
Resulting in a wound on your back. You will also not recover 4 HP.
Alright.
Valentine, somehow I didn't do that much damage to you, other than to the gas.
I was like, cause like when we were fighting like against the thing, I was so waiting to get attacked because I really wanted to finally get to use like Hellish Rebuke.
Yep.
I wanted to so bad, but
I played a tiefling character once and I never got to use it the whole campaign.
But Valentine, you are more or less uninjured.
yeah, I took 0 damage in that last battle.
So over the course of your guys'
I did my
rest,
job.
You patch yourselves up. You put bandages on to help cover over to your wounds. I'm assuming, Valentine, you push forth a little bit of your healing magic. Maybe, Mindy, you make a potion in the form of a stew for everybody. But overall, you are going to suffer these wounds for a little while. Mechanically wise, over the course, at the end of every long rest, you guys can make a medicine check. On 3 successful medicine checks, you guys will be rid of the wound.
I do have a healer's kit.
So both of you at the end of this long rest can make 1 medicine check.
I got a 14.
14?
How can I use my healer's kit to help me out here?
This will give you advantage.
Actually, that's 15, sorry.
15? 15 succeeds.
Give me my dice. I need to roll advantage.
Ah, yes, here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, dice back.
So I don't have the effect, right? It's just the mark. I don't have the effect, right? It's just the mark.
Yes, you didn't. All you have is this one mark. It didn't really do
Gotcha.
enough. It wasn't enough of a significant wound to like permanently scar.
I don't know what to add, but I got a 19 on the dice.
It will be medicine.
Medicine, okay.
It is a skill. It's called
Then-
medicine skill.
20.
All right, you are 1 mark away from healing that wound.
That's crazy. It's like I'm epic.
All right, so you guys do still have this wounds. After 2 more successful medicine checks, you guys will be rid of these wounds.
Except me, I'm 1 away.
But as long as you do have these wounds, for every 1 level of wound you have on your torso, you will not heal 4 more HP.
Oh no! 1/11 of my HP.
For those of you at home who are like, Hey, wait a second, George. That's not a D&D feature.
Fuck you!
I'm the DM, I homebrew, and I've played about a dozen other TTRPGs. Wound systems are cool. Shut up.
I mean, if you play 5e and you're not expecting homebrew, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
5e is like the white bread of tabletop RPG.
Yeah, what do you think this is? Pathfinder 2nd edition? Get out of here.
Stop shilling.
Now go back and watch the other episodes.
I go back and watch the other episodes.
I'll never stop shilling.
You gotta make your own podcast.
Also, between episode research, between our last episode, I did go back and double check the health rule that we had discussed about if you go negative half into your HP.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct. For 5th edition, that is not actually a rule. However, I have checked. I got it from D&D 3.5. And because I have been playing since 3.5, that is...
that makes sense.
So, I'm homebrewing that's how we're going to play health from now on, because it's cool.
I'm gonna fucking die then. I'm absolutely dying then.
You're okay for now, but...
Gabbo would like to ask Mindy a question of sorts, because if I remember... I think it was at the end of episode 3. I was shown some interesting runes, and I noted them as many down as I could, so I'd like to try and see if you can understand them.
Which runes?
I was showing them, like, from the...
Oh, and you asked the ball?
Yeah, when I had that, and I was like, hey, what is this?
So the runes you noted down, roll me an Arcana check, Mindy.
I'd probably say all this to you in Goblin just because I'm more familiar with it, and I can say the words easier.
Yeah, for sure. Um, 13.
You look to these runes, but they are unfamiliar to you. Not unnatural, but just runes you personally have not studied before. You haven't done a lot of research with this type of runic. It seems to be in a strange handwriting. And you're not able to perfectly discern what these runes are.
I see. Okay. I don't know, Gabbo.
Alright.
Alright.
So, as you guys complete the course of your long rests,
wow, that was a long rest.
Spellcasters, you're back up to maximum spell slots. Everyone's back up to max HP, except for my wounded, who are down by 4 points.
Oh no.
Yeah.
1/11 of my HP.
Damn!
It's a pretty significant factor, if you ask me.
I still have 1/10 left.
Shut the fuck up. Alright. As you guys rest out, you step away from the cabin. Mindy, as the cabin spell begins to slowly fade away, you notice as the vision of your hut begins to just disappear. And as it begins to finally end, the spell ends and the hut is completely gone.
Yep.
Seamus is still with you, though. He doesn't disappear.
Okay, good. I was worried that was going to happen.
So you guys are now standing in the desolate outside of Ravenstone as dawn begins to approach. Crescenting over, you can see the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild, as well as you have the map that'll lead you to the at the time, newly found dungeon.
I kind of want to investigate that,
The guild?
Yeah, me too.
Well, I feel like since it was pointed out to us, we should really go investigate that since it is the only normal thing there. I'm really interested now, and since the DM told us to, I will go.
I T-pose.
I also T-pose, I guess.
Nick.
Oh, God! It was so loud!
Wow.
Wow.
Max volume, and I only peeked at that.
Damn.
You're a little quiet boy.
That was short.
Did that actually spook you?
A little bit.
Is it because
I'm hearing it much louder through my headphones, so...
Yeah, see if it's at your headphones instead of
my ears
Hello.
hurt.
Meow, 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 meow.
Nope.
Meow, 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 meow,
Anyway, Nick
meow.
Ah!
Meow,
Nick
meow.
can still listen to us my volume on
Meow, 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 meow.
Get this guy out of here. Hate this guy so much. This guy sucks. No, I'll throw...
Anyway. Okay. So, as we begin to look about, as you make your way for the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild, you begin walking your way through the cobbled streets of Ravenstone, or what was at least once Ravenstone. Looking around, you don't see skeletons, but instead track marks of carriages, seemingly all leading to the south end of town, away from the Adventuring Guild. Ivy and plant life has begun to spread to every corner of the building. All of the buildings around you seem to have been crumpled, falling apart, their foundations collapsing, as you see no more signs of life left in this town. You see every once in a while patches of flowers have begun to grow, and all around you, everything looks peaceful. You make your way further and further into the town before you finally reach the edge of the borders where the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild stood. As you cross over, you now find yourselves within the compound of the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild, about 20 feet away from the doors. When you look and you see the air around you smells fresh. Almost less fresh than the nature-filled city around you, as if the air here is slightly different. As you begin to approach the doors, you find them slightly ajar.
Same as last time.
Ellotte, as you open the door,
I don't know if I trust this. I'll hang back.
as you open the door,
No.
you step in, and you look inside and you find a perfectly polished and clean adventuring guild. No signs of blood stains on the ground from the last time you had visited, but also no signs of life from within the guild.
I purposely step on the ground with my shoes to get it dirty, and then I go back to flying.
As you look back into where your footprint was, you find the dirt did not stick to the ground.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Can I make like a perception arcana investigation check?
I'm gonna
What
cast.
would you like to make?
I'm gonna use minor illusion to just make that dirt try to appear.
Okay. I'll
See
give
if that
you an Arcana
happens.
check
Okay.
first. And
It
then-
seems magical, so. That is a 16.
As you begin to look, you watch as Mindy casts the spell. As the illusion begins to form of the dirt on the ground, you see the spell begins to get wiped away as if something is trying to absorb the dirt. You can tell quite clearly between the two of you that there is some kind of an enchantment placed around this building. Something about this is preventing it from decay.
There is some kind of enchantment placed around this building. Something is preventing it from decay.
It's strange. I was
Negative
thinking the
one
exact same
inspiration
thing.
for copycatting.
Hello.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a first. I'm
fuck
officially
was
in the
that?
negatives for the first time.
I look at whatever noise that is.
There's no noise, that's just me being weird.
I look at the DM.
Roll me a perception check.
12 plus
you get
1.
advantage.
You look around you to see where that noise came from, and you have no idea.
It was the mole. He's still there.
Alright.
I'm gonna spend 10 minutes to make an unseen servant.
Okay.
See if that helps out.
Spend 10 minutes not doing what she's doing.
I'm gonna spend
Just
10 minutes
relaxing.
looking around and seeing if I can find anything interesting.
True. I
What?
go into the double doors.
Valentine?
I'll just sit and pray.
Okay.
Okay.
So the two of you are going to be sitting outside conducting your...
Oh god, not another split party in the Adventuring Guild, no.
Ah!
Yay!
As Gabbo and Ellotte, as you guys walk into the double doors where you had once seen that same blue stone with lightning being struck upon it around this chamber, you walk in and you see that the central podium has disappeared where the blue pebble was being held, but instead now the stained glass windows letting in beautiful colors of light all throughout this central cylindrical hall.
What if I take out the blue pebble again? Does it react in any sort of interesting way that it's
Still
here again?
pulsing with a small humming glow, but nothing out of the ordinary or strange.
What's that?
An object that I found.
Oh, okay. Looks away.
Great roleplay, guys. Great roleplay.
I'm
Incredible
in
role
character
playing.
here.
And I'm in too. It's a rock that glows.
All right then.
Can I try to figure out what the energy is from this thing?
From the rock.
The pebble here.
Can I analyze it?
On a check.
Yeah, can I analyze it too? I think I definitely want to know.
I'm awesome now.
Outside.
17.
You're outside.
Plus nothing?
No, I
No.
wouldn't.
You went in too.
Yeah.
I got 10 intelligence.
I did
It
the.
feels just like energy, like the same energy that flows through when you commune with your jar.
Mm.
It feels just like magical energy.
Someone do a check too?
You are still currently casting your Unseen Servant.
Oh, true.
When you guys group back up, Amy, I'll let you do it then.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question: have I ever placed them close together or
You
not?
have not.
I'm gonna do that.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh.
Put them both back.
You've never tried that. I do it. No.
No, you haven't.
All right,
done
we'll go back to looking around.
Man,
then.
this place is so boring. As I go down the hallway where all the paperwork was.
As you head back into the offices, at this time, I'll say you have finished.
Staying
your
in the
Unseen
staying in the
Servants.
big room, the lightning room,
All right.
the main chamber.
Respectable.
Would you like to go in now that the
Yeah.
right? Okay. As you all are now in here, you've gone down to the offices. You two are in the main room, and you, Gabbo, are in the central chamber, the stained hall, the stained glass hallway. Ellotte, from where you're in from the paperwork, you can walk into the offices and notice. Last time this place was filled to the brim with paperwork and documents and scrolls, knowledge beyond that of which this guild has probably amassed over years. Now there is nothing, just clean, well-maintained offices with no paperwork in them.
What the fuck? There's jack shit here. It's just he's like frantically like flipping tables over.
As you flip a table, it hits against the wall before a second, and the
And it
table
comes
begins
back.
to like
Yeah.
flip itself back.
Can I just perceive the entire room that I'm in
Sure, roll.
to notice anything out of the ordinary?
I'll let you roll an investigation check if you want to like start walking around the room.
Do perception.
Am I here yet?
Perception. Yeah, you're in here.
Okay,
You want to go
I'll.
into the stained glass hallway.
Yeah, that's the room with the pedestal before, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to
Also
check
roll.
the glass or with the object.
Yep.
17.
You want to try and grab the pebble from Gabbo?
Gabbo, could
I put
I?
it away by now.
The pebble that was in the room.
Yeah, the one I was hanging on to. I put that away by now.
The power
Gabbo, could I
pebble.
check on that?
Hmm?
Could I check on that? I want to analyze it to see
You
if
know
I
have
understand.
it. I've put it back in my little pouch.
Can I do something? How do I? Can I understand what's going on?
I want to know the information.
I want to know
Fine,
information.
I'll say I have it out still, just holding on to it.
Thank you. Then I try to analyze it.
I want to be mysterious.
God damn it!
I'm such a rogue. I'm so edgy.
I like to steal.
He's not
things.
even edgy, he's silly, he's goofy.
You actually don't find it because it's hidden because I hid it.
I like to blow up Gabbo.
Thank you.
If you do that, I'm bringing in Harold.
Oh no.
I'd like to blow up Nick.
Wait, can we use inspiration to re-roll it in any way?
To re-roll, no. You can just
Okay.
add.
So that's 2 on the die plus 11 is 13. How much inspiration do I have?
I don't know, Ronnie. How much inspiration?
I'm checking. I'll throw my plus 2 in there. 15.
As you begin to like examine over this pebble, you again just kind of get the sense that this is just some kind of magical energy. You can't tell what type of magic. You can't tell like where its origin is from. You can't even tell what like the main source of its power is. But as you are,
Just ignore them. Just ignore them.
What are you two laughing about?
I don't know.
What are you guys laughing about?
Do you want to give him the information?
I'm good, man.
I'll pass.
No. Tell me that.
All I'll say is just Brian.
Whoever gives you the inspiration, you get 10 inspiration.
Brian farted.
Brian ripped ass.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice because I'm too involved.
Do I get the 10 inspiration?
I'm also nose blind, so like.
Do I get the 10 inspiration?
We heard
Ronnie
it.
gets the
I
10
said it
inspiration.
first.
We heard it. No,
I didn't.
That's your fault.
Well, anyway.
Yay.
Okay. As you are going about trying to investigate this stone, you don't find anything. You can't really tell anything. Nothing really feels out of the ordinary for you. As you are all standing in the guild hall, all of a sudden the doors from behind you.
I perceived the whole
Slam.
room as well tonight.
Yep. Before we do that, the doors.
So I perceived it before the doors opened.
He did do that.
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay, you don't even know my roll though.
What's your roll?
17.
Okay, I'll tell you in a second. As the doors slam from behind you guys, the sound echoes throughout the chambers of these hallways. As you are looking about in this room, you notice the center of this room where the podium once stood. There seems to be a small speck of dirt directly in the center of this room.
Would it touch it?
As you press your finger down to touch it, you suddenly notice that the dirt begins to expand, spreading out from the center before it only gets to be about maybe about a handful size wide.
What if I pick some up?
As you pick it up, more dirt appears.
What the fuck?
What would I need to roll to figure out why this is happening?
Well, you could roll Arcana or you could roll Investigation.
Arcana. 17.
I don't know, the dirt just seems to keep being there.
Alright, it's a dirty room.
That's strange. Dirt just keeps going. Anyways, what's going on with the doors?
As you guys look to the doors, you see the doors are now closed and shut with a loud slam. As you see only Valentine standing in the room.
Only Valentine?
Did you close
Only
the door?
Valentine.
I didn't touch the door.
There's dirt over here. It's weird.
Wait, aren't we in the room?
I go look at the dirt.
There's dirt on the floor.
I spread it out and I draw a little happy face. In the dirt.
There's a happy face in the dirt now.
What do you want us to do with this dirt?
What's going on? No, God.
This could just be me being I just described the Adventuring Guild as not being touched because cool, and then y'all just y'all could have just walked away, and everyone's let's go to the Adventuring Guild, and I'm cool, alright.
Okay.
Why would the doors close? What's going on? There's something mischievous.
The Adventuring Guild is totally untouched by time, and there's nothing else about it. We move on to the next.
There's no shot.
I think.
As you guys are standing in the main chamber, you look off to the left and remember that there was another door that no one has gone and explored down.
Oh, I remember there's a door that no one has explored yet. I think I'm gonna go there.
I think you have spatial awareness, dude. You're mistaken.
Forgot there was another room here even.
As you do, you see a stairwell that leads
Remarkable.
into the basement of the...
Oh, maybe this goes in this
Wow.
dungeon that we need to go into.
Maybe we can
That's
go
crazy.
downstairs here.
As you enter into the basement of the Deep Dark Adventuring Guild, you look and you see a small glowing orb.
Another word.
The orb.
All right.
This one much bigger than the stone.
I want to take it.
The orb. As soon as you take it, you start to hear crumbling sounds, as if root and vine have started to encapsulate in the stone of this building, as if time is finally now getting to have its grasp upon this building.
But if I put it back,
Huh.
As soon as you put it back, it just stops, but nothing reverts.
Oh, interesting. Gabbo, we stumbled upon something really nice. Well, I mean, that's at least interesting.
it seems magic.
It just
You want
seems
it?
magic indeed.
You want to take it?
I think let's. Is it on? It's on a pedestal.
It is on a pedestal.
I kicked the pedestal.
Your toe kind of hurts.
How?
It's a stone pedestal.
Okay.
It's a thick stone pedestal.
You know what? The hell with this place, and I take the stone.
The whole building begins to collapse and crumble around you.
It's to
Crumble.
Columbles
Can
along
everyone
us.
please make me dexterity saving
Hey,
throws?
it's
So
me.
you're
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to run out of the
yeah.
basement of this collapsing building.
All right.
Dexterity saving throw. That
Well,
is
technically I
me.
didn't join them.
Dex
Oh, that's fair.
save.
Can you please make me a dexterity saving
Oh.
throw to not fall into the basement of this building that's
I
collapsing?
can fly.
The rubble
That's
falling
true.
from above you.
I punched the rubble.
Make me a dexterity saving throw, bro.
High athletics.
No!
Actually, DM.
19.
Holy fuck, okay.
20.
17,
Natural 20.
18.
17 plus a thingy. I don't know what the thing
You
is.
all manage to run out of this building before it completely collapses around you. But
I
now you
punched
notice
the
that the
rubble.
grass has begun to overgrow around this building. Vines have begun to take up onto the sides. The stained glass windows from around you are now shattered with shards on the ground being absorbed back into the dirt. As time has now grabbed this building. But you
I see.
now have this orb.
I'm gonna ask the most basic question. Can I analyze this orb?
Yeah, make me an Arcana check.
I'll pull out funny jar. Does it say anything to me?
That is a 30.
Religion check.
Okay.
It's a 30.
As you begin to look over this orb, you see that the orb seems to now be uncontrolled. Something about the orb seems to be moving violently and randomly within it, as if the energy within it is no longer channeled, but is now wild.
14.
You see in the jar, as the jar shows the pedestal, that seems to have small runes carved into it, similar to the ones from before. And now they seem to be showing the pattern of control, channeling, of dispersal of energy.
Can I note these runes down?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I just write it down.
Interesting. So I guess the pedestal was channeling the energy of this orb.
Yes.
So now the question is,
What did you guys do?
I'll explain.
There was an orb.
We have to figure out what the hell to do with this thing. So what we did was we went downstairs to the basement, and there was a pedestal with a rock on it, right? Or this orb, rather. Gabbo grabs the orb, and the building starts to crumble. Or sorry, starts to age rapidly, like it was catching up with time.
Yeah,
Puts it back, and it went back to being normal. That's why that happened. And then I said, to hell with it, because nothing else seemed to make sense there. And I grabbed the rock, or the orb. I keep calling it a rock, sorry. Perception problem. I grabbed the orb, and then everything crumbled. That's what happened. At least there was nothing else to find, right? We looked all around.
It was a perpetual unaging building that we could have used as our base, but fuck it, who cares?
Well, but now we can channel this somehow. Oh, also the runes that Gabbo had found before were on the same pedestal that this orb was on. So it seems like, and it was the. Wait, did you tell us that?
You know the runes. I didn't tell anyone else that.
Because you got the vision just now, right?
Yeah,
on the
runes.
No, it was the same runes that said like the pedestal had the same runes as the ones.
Yep.
Yeah, he said it was the same.
I'm able to note them all down now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you know what? And he knows what that means, right?
Now you do.
Gabbo knows what
Now
that
you
means.
have the complete
What does it mean?
It says control.
Oh, control.
It's control and channel and like energy dispersal.
Yeah. So yeah, Mindy.
It's like the thing I need.
Mindy says, right, so it seems like this pedestal was channeling and controlling the energy of this orb. And that's what those runes were saying. So, as soon as we find a way to channel this ourselves, we're in business.
I can hold on to the orb.
Yeah, you can have it.
Thank you. It's a lot easier than I thought.
See, if you ask nicely, I'll just give it to you, Gabbo. I'm not a stingy hag. Anyway,
What's next? What's up next?
we go to the dungeon, I guess.
All right.
Seems like a good place.
We'll go to the dungeon, and I guess.
How far away is the dungeon?
It's going to be about a day's travel.
Are there any towns nearby on the path? Like on the road to there?
As you reference the map, the geographical map that you have, you don't see that there will be any towns. This dungeon seems to be somewhere crested within the low-lying flatlands in the hills of the nearby area. As you guys are in one of the more central territories of this continent. A lot of flat land, some forests, but nothing near where the dungeon will be. Just a small growth of trees. As you guys are looking around, you see that the nearest town would actually be almost directly north of you, but would not be going in the way of...
Away from the dungeon,
It would be going in a different direction than the dungeon.
Yeah.
Should we go there and just get, like, supplies?
Yeah, do we want
It
supplies?
would be about a half-day's journey to go to the town north of you guys.
What time is it now?
I'll say it'd be like mid-morning, so like 9, 10 o'clock.
Pretty early.
I'd say we go to the town.
Yeah, I think it's worth
Maybe
going to
get,
the
like,
town.
supplies and everything.
I could get a healer's kit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's if the town still exists. I just realized that everything looks really old.
Oh yeah, wow, that's a good point. I think it's worth checking out, right?
Yeah. And we could see how
Might have loot.
It might have loot.
big of an area this affected.
That's a good point. It might have loot.
You guys could also, if you wanted to look for loot, you could look around this town to see if there's anything that there's
Yeah,
scavenged.
I think that's a very good idea. See if anything's been actually left behind, or if everyone like neatly left here. Actually, first question. I think Mindy wants to go check if there's any I have no idea what's going on here, so I'm just gonna go. Anyway, I think the first thing Mindy wants to check in this town before we leave is, are there any bodies? Like, did anyone die in whatever happened here?
You did not find any bodies. I
Okay.
did say that earlier as you were walking around
Yeah.
the town. You didn't notice any bodies. Nothing.
Okay.
Just more tracks of like people leaving.
Okay, so people were able to evacuate on time. So it wasn't a sudden event. I guess we can tell that much.
The town doesn't seem like it was like destroyed. It seems more like it was just abandoned and then the town naturally collapsed.
You said some trees fell over. It didn't seem like they were knocked over. They're just
Doesn't
kind
seem
of
like it just felt
naturally.
like they died and then fell.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As
Interesting.
living things do.
Yeah. So people evacuated this before anything happened in particular. I think it's worth looking around to see if they left anything behind.
It's a very large place.
It's a very large place indeed.
It's not that large. This town is probably as big as a neighborhood complex.
Oh.
If you think about it, like a decently sized one. Like I can't remember what the word is, but like it's probably a good 7-8 kilometers.
I want to kick down a random door.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Okay.
Make it good.
Trying my best. No guarantees. 5.
On the D100?
5
Total.
D100.
Yeah. 0, 0, and then 5.
Okay. As you begin walking around, you approach the general store, or what would have been like the general market.
Mm-hmm.
As you... No, I broke the tip of my pen.
No.
My fidget toy is broken.
Boo! Boo!
Damn it, Laura, why would you do this?
What?
What did I
The hater
do?
is
Dang it,
returned.
Laura, why would you do this?
You're a
The
Meg,
hater is
okay?
returned.
Okay, you hate
You're
on
a
me so
Meg.
much. I didn't even get any inspiration when I killed that thing.
You got 5.
No, I know. You never told me I got any
You
inspiration.
got 5 inspiration.
Yeah,
You
you
got
did.
3. You got 3 from killing it, and you got 2 for radiant stuff.
For the
Then I
prayer
must have
thing,
been out
right?
of it.
Yeah, you were.
I'm a little cuckoo.
Yeah,
we know.
That's the ongoing bit of this group. It's that Laura's crazy.
Me too.
No,
No,
you're
you're
just
the gay one.
What?
Just the gay one,
You're
nothing
That's
else.
it. That's me.
No other descriptor.
And the
Alright.
editor.
All right. What?
And the editor.
The gay editor.
I can't take that away from you. Because if I
we
do, I
gotta
lose
up
my
our
editor.
diversity.
The
now.
gay editor.
You gotta
Yeah.
be gayer.
Well, when I bring in Harold.
Oh, great. As you kick down the door to the general store, you look in and you see the shelves have mostly been abandoned, left with no products left on the shelves. Small scraps maybe left around. If you want to do an investigation check,
Sure.
you're more than welcome to.
No shit. It's not 11. $17.
Stop blowing
What are you doing?
I'm trying to check if this is going to be really funny if Nick has to listen to this.
That's just
really fucking
Can't
quiet.
tell if that's recording.
It's recording.
We're
It's just-
getting. I was looking at the middle.
Oh,
My lord. Okay, I got an.
that didn't really pick up. much.
Balls in your
Just-
jaw.
You're just
I'm
gonna have
gonna
to.
create that.
Yeah.
Just into a sound effect.
You're just gonna have to crank up my. You're just gonna have to crank up the mic for me.
What did I say? What did I say?
Just roll it
17.
again. Just roll the investigation check again.
It's worse now, so 11.
As you okay.
All right,
Okay.
guys.
As you begin looking around the general store, you don't find much. You do find like a couple of baked canned rations that you can tell will be still be good. You find enough for 2 days.
Mm.
As well as you do find an extra set of camping supplies, but if you have your tiny hut, it's not going to be super necessary.
It's not very helpful. Yeah, I'll just walk out then.
Wizard time.
It's
What?
wizard time.
Is there any other stores that you would like to go and look at?
I want to examine. You said there's tracks from people leaving.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
want to know where they went. Where did
The
they
south
go?
end of town.
They disappeared.
They seem to go to the south end of town, which is the way that people typically go to journey into the main central city of Esquiel City.
Can I? Is that nearby? Can I see that?
Esquiel City is about a 5-day journey
Jesus.
from Ravenstone.
Great.
All right. Well, here's what I say we do. We go to
Can you
the
spell
other
that?
town. We go to the dungeon. We go to the other town now, and then that town where everybody went, because I want to know where they all went.
Well, it's been many, many years, so I imagine they went there and then moved somewhere else.
Maybe.
So I think that's not worth
There'll
it.
be people there still.
Why do we even care about where the other people went? We didn't know them.
Well, maybe we can ask them what happened.
I want to at least find.
Because this place is too nicely evacuated.
They're people.
This place was kind of shit, I'm not gonna lie.
This place was terrible. I hated it.
Hand him the chippies.
I want chips.
Game Master wants chippies.
I want my chippies.
I understand. But yeah, I think it's worth going to the nearby town.
Yes, we should venture upwards to go to that other town, and then we will go to the the dungeon. That's the word.
Yeah. I think Laura wants to say something. She has her hand raised for the audience back at home.
Me? While they're
Gaga.
Me? Gongaga.
while they're like kicking down doors, can I spend 10 minutes to cast Find Steed?
At 9 minutes, I push her over to break her concentration.
Damn it!
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do
At
that.
5 minutes, I'll shoot an arrow past you. That goes really close to your face. You think you're gonna get shot, and that breaks your concentration.
Can I?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nah.
Do I get a horse?
Actually,
You got a whole horse now.
you get a walrus.
Peter. The horse is here.
Pina, the horse is here.
And the horse is here.
Laura, or Valentine, as you concentrate, you just go into another form of prayer. You start trying to pray for the people of this town. When you start to hear a whining coming from the nearby livery, as you begin to approach, you see caught underneath what looks to be a fallen beam of wood a rather young-looking horse.
A pony.
Horse.
Don't worry, Valentine. I'll put it down. I know you don't like this sort of thing.
Oh my god. I'll stop him from doing that.
How much?
5.
Damn.
I said 5,000. I'm like, what?
That was good.
I want to help the horse.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll try to help the horse get out too
Roll
if I
me
can.
an athletics check, Laura, or Valentine, sorry.
Can I help?
I'm going to say that they are there on their own. No one else kind of... Everyone's been off.
Ugh. 4. No, 6.
Do you want to add your inspiration?
I wasn't really doing anything. I could help them, actually,
If
instead
you
of...
would like to go and help...
I was also doing basically nothing because I just wanted to go.
You were
Yeah,
kicking
I'll
down doors.
add my inspiration, so that's 9.
You're going with advantage because Ellotte is helping you.
I'm here. I grow big, and then I grow
Same
big
roll.
again.
I rolled a 2
Oh
twice.
my god.
Oh yeah.
Ellotte, can you roll me an athletics check?
I grow giga big just for this occasion.
Giga.
I am size huge. Oh my god. So that's gonna be a 4 plus 5 plus 2.
Things would have turned out real different if I showed up.
Struggling, and
You pick up the beam between the two of you over like 10 minutes of just straight struggling. The two of you managed to
I
lift
rolled
the
a
beam
4.
I ritualistically cast moving the beam with my hands.
as the two of you...
This beam was actually made of pure tungsten.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
it feels like it was made of pure tungsten for you.
As the horse rises up from underneath, its leg caught, but still functional, it looks to you, Valentine, and it just kind of like bows its head to you.
It's my horse now. I'm gonna name you Marshall.
Roll me an animal handling check.
That's a good.
Can I throw the
a good
beam at
name.
Gabbo for fun?
I just turn up like, hey, what's
9.
going on over here?
Holy
9.
shit.
But the thing with the I rolled a 9, but the spell says the horse is like loyal to me and will do whatever I tell it to.
It
Both
looks
of those
to
hit.
you, and it begins to like approach you, but like cautiously.
Come here, little buddy.
Give it a carrot.
I don't have a carrot on me.
Here.
Feed it a carrot.
You go here with the carrot.
How about carrot?
Toss this beam at me.
I like...
Here's a carrot. It's Gabbo's size.
As a
So you're actually
person
throwing
with
the
the
beam in
druid craft cantrip, I produce a carrot.
So you're actually throwing the beam.
I don't know if you can do that.
Do you want me to?
Yes.
Well, that's a 16 and a 15.
Both of those hit.
God.
There's a Gabbo-sized crater in the ground.
Jesus.
He just strolls up like, hey, what's happening? And then
do this, the horse approaches you and then like shakes its head a bit as it bites down on the carrot and eats it. It seems friendly to you for now.
Hello, horsey. My horse now. I have a horse.
Call you
I have a
lunch.
horse.
can I like...
As
So after I get hit with the beam, can I just do a really cool flip and like jump on the horse and just ride off into the distance?
No. You got hit by a beam, you're on the ground, you're breathing heavily, like, where the fuck did that beam come from?
as all this is happening and Mindy's coming back from like
So can I can't
finding basically nothing in the general
get up
store.
and then
You can stand up, yes.
now can I do that?
Roll me an animal handling check for
Oh my
fuck's
god.
No, I just want to do a flip on the horse. Like
sake. Roll me an
Let
acrobatics
Mindy
check.
talk.
Yeah,
I was
Hey, I
gonna
had
do
my
something
idea first I
cool.
wanted
Stop
to do.
doing a backflip on a
wait your
horse.
turn. Because it's a non-natural.
There's no turns. I've been
Roll
doing
me
nothing
an
for 10
animal handling
minutes.
Check to see if the horse doesn't buck you off right away.
That was a bad roll. 15.
Can I do a
The horse
contested?
bucks you off.
Can I stop him?
Okay.
There we go.
It's to be annoying.
Mindy time.
I'm just gonna lay on the ground.
Mindy, as you come
Shut
in,
the
you
fuck
see Gabbo on the ground after a beam has been thrown at him. Valentine stroking the mane of a horse.
Yeah.
Ellotte having just thrown a beam at Gabbo, and you walk in to see a...
I walk in and I
spider
go,
in the
huh,
door.
it seems like Gabbo probably deserved that. And no, as I've come back, like, having found basically nothing in the general store, seems like there's not much to gather here. I wander onto the scene. There's something Mindy's been meaning to ask Valentine, and she, as you're sort of like tending to this horse or whatever, and seems very friendly, Mindy asks, "I have been curious. What is the name of your deity?"
How is her name pronounced again? What's her name?
Take your best bet at it.
Joshua.
Josh.
I serve the god Joshua.
Derek.
You know that video of Paul Rudd, like, what is the name of Thor's hammer? Then two people
Jonathan.
try to figure it out.
Jonathan?
Jonathan?
I worship Savris.
Savris. I'm curious, what are the tenets of Savris? You gotta know what your god's tenets are.
Be nice.
I
Be
haven't.
loyal.
George told me, but
Oh my
I don't. It was so long
Give
ago.
me a second, I'm playing it up.
Don't
What are the edicts? What are the anathema?
kiss
Okay,
men.
you really overestimate my personal knowledge on how religion works.
Bruh.
Also, I think we should be trying to finish this up soon.
Oh, true.
Ugh.
It's almost 7.
Yeah, that's why.
Holy shorts.
He wants us out of the house before he transforms.
Transform into Gabbo so they can hide in someone.
It's a full moon. It's a full moon tonight.
Transform into Gabbo so they can hide in someone's closet.
Alright. Hi. Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Oh, it don't matter. You're
Anyway.
quiet. You're quiet as fuck.
We'll go over that next session as you begin to feel in your hearts. Something has definitely gone wrong here. Perhaps going to the dungeon. will
Something
explode.
went wrong here? No way!
I think something is wrong here, guys.
We now have this strange crystal that seems to be that of a time manipulation, perhaps, or maybe some kind of protection crystal. You have the small pebble, and you have 2 different paths you can choose. And we'll find out which path you choose next session.
Next session on Dragon Ball
I have
Z.
a horse.
Your horse is amazing.
Alright.
I thought 2 of us were just like, no, you made Dragon Ball Z reference horse. Brian was completely silent.